This video contains subject matter that may be offensive to some viewers. Discretion is advised. The content is purely the opinion of Darrell D.GRAY and the OMC, Original Man Concepts brand. The ideas and statements expressed in the video should be considered mere opinions and editorial in nature. Any resemblance to individuals' real-life experiences or circumstances is purely coincidental.
No more pussyfooting around. Come, let's fight.
Hey, this your boy D.GRAY back again doing this thing we're doing. We're back to do another episode. This our fourth episode. I'm gonna introduce my boy Nitty. Bring us in, Nitty.
What up, baby? What's happening, y'all? What's happening? You know I gotta come in with that music. I hope y'all having a good weekend.
And Nubian. That's how we do it, baby.
We're gonna have a good session this weekend. I can feel it.
This reminds me of Germany, bro. That's all Germany right there, baby.
My boy Slide X.
Dot X.
All right, you know we can't go too long. We'll give y'all a little bit, just a little bit. We'll bring it back in later.
Yeah, we're gonna revisit Brand Nubian, bro. That brings back memories of us old school hip hop heads right here, baby boy. So
see what I'm rocking.
You know, you got the gazelles. Is this gazelles, nigga?
Word.
So anyway, hey, we gonna start off on some topics today that I think that's happened over the week, because we like to talk about, you know, the news to start your week off. But let's first start our conversation off about Kirk Franklin. Now, for those about you out there that don't know, Kirk Franklin is a gospel singer, mega superstar gospel singer out there in the Black Christian community. And what happened was his prodigal son recorded a conversation between him and, you know, his father, and it got kind of testy, to say the least. And your boy Kirk, you know, God's people, he got street on him a little bit. Told him he gonna break his foot off in his behind and all kinds of other stuff. So do you think that he was out of line? Should he have not done that with his son?
You know, sometimes you lose tact, bro. But no.
No?
No. I did the same thing. You get on that phone and get disrespectful. You gotta cut ties with these kids, bro. If they don't respect you or listen to what you got to say, then you need to cut ties with these kids. That's why I'm looking dead off into the camera saying this. Bro. Oh, and just because he's a religious man and he said some curse words, and he was disciplining his child. His child. Not my child, not your child, his child. And it got to that point where he boiled over. And it gets like that when you try to talk to a grown man. When you try to talk to a grown man and he's not listening, and then he fails to remember who you are. I have a problem with that.
Now,
bro,
one thing
I'm telling you something for your own good.
And what we don't know, and one thing I will give, being the devil's advocate for sure, is we don't know what kind of relationship that this dude had with his son.
Exactly.
So we don't understand, but we can imagine that Mr. Franklin was taking care of his son. He took care of his kid.
Yeah.
You know, we can assume that based on what we know as consumers of his music.
That's why he called there.
That's right.
That's why the boy called there.
That's right.
And then you gonna try to get slick and record you? First of all, you got your father at a point where you know you was gonna get him, and then you gonna press record. I wouldn't even fuck with you no more.
Yeah,
I would not mess with you no more. That's foul, bro.
That's some demonic nonsense going on right there.
Yes, it was.
That's some demonic nonsense right there. That was one of these F boy moves. I don't want to say the word, but it was an F boy move. You know,
you don't do that to your dad, bro. You said we don't know the relationship they had, but still, you don't do that to your dad. And
no.
I'm not even going to sit up here and comment on all that shit.
Well, I'm going to comment on it only because I have a vested interest in because I'm not a Christian, but I do rock with the Bible. You're lucky you don't live in the ancient Hebrew days, because in ancient Hebrew days, Old Testament type stuff, they would have stoned that kid to death. You understand? Much less that he called him an F-boy and cussed him out. Back in the Old Testament days, that kid would no longer be with us. Number one.
He called his father F-boy?
I think, no, Kirk called him something, you know, got really verbose with him. But again, the disrespect would have been dealt with stones. You understand? Take this up, because the Most High doesn't play that non-respect about your parents. In the Bible, Old Testament, you kill your kids over stuff like that. You understand? So they better be glad that it wasn't that time. Second of all, I will tell you this, okay? If at any point I were to get verbose with my father, disrespectful with Albert Gray, me and you would not be sitting here today. And I'm damn near 52 years old. You feel me? I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of these kids who were brought up, and I don't mean no disrespect to sisters, but a lot of these kids that were brought up about their mothers, they're like that. That's just like some female trying to record you doing something, some foul shit, so she could go do something to you or call the cops on you. It's an effeminate trait. It's absolutely something that never should have been done. The whole point of the matter is, Kirk Franklin is a human being, bruh. And like I said, if he raised that kid at any level, he should have never done that. That was an F-boy move. He should never be talking to his father like that. The Bible tells you that you should be respecting your elders, your parents. And if not, you got to be dealt with. And don't think for a hot second that if he doesn't repent, the Most High is going to deal with him. But I'm not going to get off on a religious rant right now. But I'm just telling you that was some goofy nonsense. Because my kids, as much as I get in their behinds, I don't think my kids would ever do, and I would never do that to my parents. And I'm a grown man. I ain't never talked to my parents like that, bro. And he was out of line. Not Kirk Franklin, but his son. So there ain't much more to say about that. So we agree. This ain't a versus. We agree, nigga. So all of this Asian violence against Asians that we've been hearing about early on during the spate of this stuff that's been happening, they tried to say that it was the Black community out here actually attacking Asians. And so what do you think about us caping for Asians? Number one, have you ever had a problem with the Asian community as a whole? What's this thing that they're trying to do between us and the Asians all of a sudden?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, I never had a problem with anybody Asian. I mean, one of my good friends is Asian. He's in the army right now. And I've never had a problem with Asians. But what I will say is, and please don't ridicule me, but when we march in the Black community, like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, I really don't see too many Asians walking side by side with us. So, but now the Asians is having a problem in the community. They want us to march side by side with them. Am I wrong to feel any kind of way? You know, I just think that we should be marching together side by side for a long time. because they know how they've been mistreated. This ain't just started; it's been going on. It just started now because of the COVID-19, and they want to blame it on Mr. Donald Trump, and it was an Asian thing. So there's a lot of Asians in Los Angeles, bro. A lot. And, I don't know. I mean, do I feel sorry for them? Yeah. I'm not out here attacking them. I'm not even out here attacking them verbally. But do they feel sorry for us? That should be the question.
And I did a audio podcast about this, Nitty. Anytime there's a loss of life, like what happened in Atlanta, that's a horrible thing, bro.
Yeah, but you can't. That dude there was something else. You can't.
He was a white supremacist. He was a douchebag. He needs to be put under the jail. But let's be real about this. We got a bunch of our own celebrities and people stepping up saying stop the Asian violence. All these Black people are jumping up talking about stop the Asian violence. But you hit it right on the head, Nitty, like you always do. During the civil rights era, you didn't see a whole lot of Asians caping for us. Even now, in the past 5 or 6 years, with this Black Lives Matter and things cropping up, you don't see a whole lot of Asians jumping up on TV talking about our Black brothers and sisters. They don't cape for us like that. When is the last time you've ever seen a group of Asians or an Asian stand up and go hard for us? You don't see that. You understand? We are the ones that are in their communities getting, they slapping our women in the face, pulling their hair, punching them and shit in these little nail salons and where they buy the hair, weave, the I'm talking about, the hair stuff and everything else, following them around the store. We've had a history of Asians treating us like crap in their stores because we frequent their stores. But do you think they frequent our businesses? They don't frequent Black businesses. They keep their money in their own community and then vilify us in our own community. They tried to say that a lot of these acts of violence that were happening against Asians was Black people jumping on Asians, when really it was just some dusty Negro out there in the streets jumping on Asians. But guess what? If you put your business in the hood, then you're going to get hood shit. White people getting robbed in the hood, Black people getting robbed in the hood. You think Asians are going to be immune if you set up your business in the hood? You just a person that got robbed by a dusty Negro. That's it. You got robbed by a dusty Negro.
Yeah, you want to be gentrified, you got to live how we live.
You got to live how we live. It wasn't racial. We don't racially profile people.
No.
But they do that to us.
And bruh, the Asians, bruh, they quick to set up a store in the hood. So they need to show us love.
They don't though. Not as a whole, they don't.
No, they don't. And they need to show us love because they quick to throw up a grocery store, a vegetable stand, a clothing store. I can go on and on and on and on and on.
Right.
And bruh, and now when, like I said, when Black Lives Matter was going on, I didn't see no Asians arm in arm with us walking down the street. We shall overcome. Let's keep it real. I mean,
but us thirsty Negroes, our celebrities and our leaders are jumping up. Asians, stop killing Asians. I'm like, are we so thirsty for attention from somebody, from all these other ethnic groups? Why are we still caping for people who don't cape for us? And I want to continue to say, when people lose their lives over anything like that, that's a horrible thing.
It's not their fault, and they should call it like it was. Trump started that stuff. Your ex-president started that stuff.
And I'm going to tell you another thing. When they were trying to say that it was the Black people jumping on all these Asians, it wasn't a bunch of Black people jumping on Asians. The most attacks on Asians in this country come from white people. White people jump on Asians and get on Asians and disparage them and attack them far more than any other ethnic group. Nobody's jumping on Asians out there, but white supremacists. So look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel bad for people. You shouldn't jump on people for their racial makeup, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not gonna be out here caping for Asians. I'm not gonna be doing all these, if I was a celebrity, I wouldn't go out here and do commercials and put up signs and all this other stuff because they don't do it for us. But it is tragic that those people lost their lives if it was because they were Asian. Because they still haven't proven that either. So that's where we're at on that.
Like I said, blame your boy Trump.
Did you get your stimulus check?
Yeah.
Did you get your stimmy?
Yeah.
Because you probably made too much money.
We do. I'm not laughing. Hey, bro. Just be treating everybody the same, bro. Gonna vilify me because I'm out here trying to take care of my family, bro.
Right.
Don't be doing that. I got to ask, bro. About that shit, bro. Bro.
Hey.
I done fought for this country, and then y'all gonna mess with my money, bro.
Yeah, nigga, I got mine though. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, nigga, I got some money. I don't make money like you, man. Hey, I don't make money like you. Shoot.
Okay.
Hey, so what do you think? But I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody think this money's free. They gonna get their money back, bro. You mark my words. They gonna get their money back.
And more.
Oh yeah. Oh, they gonna put that with interest.
Oh, let me say this. While you bullshitting, all y'all that voted for Trump, let us get our $1,400 back that Biden gave y'all. Son of a bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
You should get no money, nigga.
No, I bet
you voted for Trump, you should get no money.
Yeah, they talking shit, bro. Was over there talking shit about
right.
Then, as soon as that $1,400 came out, they run into the mailbox, beating you to the mailbox.
Oh wait, online checking their bank accounts and shit. Hey, with they Blue Lives Matter flags in the back, checking their bank accounts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm happy. Biden did the right thing. We did the economy was struggling. But bro, I'm gonna tell you another thing that pisses me off. You see them gas prices surging, bro?
Yeah, bruh.
$100 to fill up my truck, bro.
I hit $60 on my truck the other day and was like, maybe Trump did win this motherfucker.
You talking about something? Did you get your stimulus check? No, and I still got money going out my account. Hey,
you gonna spend half of it on gas?
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, they got me good, bro, with that gas, bro. I'm like, damn, 2021 is gonna be about filling up my tank.
I remember when I worked for the government, my boy said, "Did you get your cash award?" Yeah, it wasn't nothing but enough to buy a CD.
That's it.
That's back when CDs was out.
That's back when we was buying CDs. Right.
You get $200 cash award. They tax 3/4 of that shit. You got enough to buy a couple CDs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go to Regensburg, get you a couple cola Weissens and shit. That's about it. I remember that, man. Shit.
But I'm happy. I'm glad you got your stimulus check.
I got a little bit. I'm gonna put it toward my house. But the point of the matter is, I know for a fact they're gonna get that money back.
Right.
They ain't gonna go 1.9 trillion into the hole, bro.
No.
They ain't gonna do that, bro. These folks ain't gonna
tax. Next year, you're gonna be paying a whole lot of taxes.
So everybody better get their mind straight.
That's right. You better be.
They gonna get that money back. They gonna get it back now.
Yeah, you better put that money to the side so when it's time to pay them taxes.
Word. So be ready for it. So the last thing I want to talk about, we had brought up something. You brought up something to me the other day, and this is kind of a sticky subject, but we're gonna hit it today because I saw something else on TV where This has to do with the LGBTQ movement. I think we've already talked about this once before, but I think this has become an emergency session for us in a way. We talked about Dwayne Wade and what he's doing as far as how he's dealing with him and his son, right? So I guess the question is, are we homophobic if we're not supporting the LGBTQ cause?
That's what they're gonna say. Hey, bro. I mean, bro, I'm all down with the. I'm not gonna say I'm all down with it, but I'm okay with, bro. You doing your thing, you do your thing, I do my thing. I just don't like you forcing it on me. That's all I'm gonna say. I keep saying the same thing. You forcing it. Bro, I'm watching TV the other day, and I see two grown men up there kissing. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see you and your woman kissing. It's just me. Oh, right. I'm trying to enjoy the TV show. Why do I have to see two men kissing in the mouth? Then, like you said, with the Dwayne Wade thing, I think, now somebody needs to step in because that's a child. That is a child. And you're going to change the sexuality of a child. There should be an age limit on that, bro. It should be a cutoff where you can't make that decision, bro.
You know that there's been this whole thing right now where they're trying to let children decide early on what sex they want to be.
No, bro, no. Now we're playing God or who you praise. No.
Yeah, they were trying to say that they're going to allow, and I don't know this for sure, but this is something I heard. Allegedly, they're going to allow kids to get counseling for gender transition surgery without their parents' consent.
See, here we go.
Now,
why can't we do this
and
wait until they get 18 and make that decision? See what I'm saying? That's why I got a problem with that. You're going to let them make a decision with the gender, but a service member could go in the Army, serve his country, and go to a country where he can drink beer, and can't drink beer because he's not 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to sit here and let a child make a decision about a gender. No, that's not right.
Well, and you know, again, there's been instances now where, and I've read this a couple of times, where these guys, these people have gone through the actual surgeries to change their anatomy, and then regretted it later. Like I don't think that I really I was young and I made this decision, and I think
everything else.
Right.
I was young and I made a dumb mistake.
Yeah. And I think that what happens is a lot of the time, man, I don't know. I can go biblical on it, but I'm not going to go biblical on it because I think that that's already played out. We all know what the Bible says about that kind of stuff, but that's between you and the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of this stuff is geared toward brothers. This whole idea of toxic masculinity is geared toward brothers because we are famously homophobic. Famously homophobic, right? Because most brothers don't deal with homosexuality very well at all. You know what I'm saying? So now, if you're not cheerleading for the LGBTQ community as a Black man, you are toxic as a man. You are the epitome of toxic masculinity. So don't get it twisted. When you hear toxic masculinity, they're gearing that toward us because they don't want us to be men in our houses. I totally believe they want to effeminize us straight up. So I don't know what Dwayne's doing, Dwayne Wade and his family, you know, him and Gabrielle Union out there doing whatever they do, you know.
Right.
But you're right. If you're not cheerleading it, if you're not sitting out here with your pom-poms cheerleading and saying, hey, with your little flag in the back, then somehow you're homophobic, like you hate homosexuals.
Yeah, and it's not like you hate them.
No.
It's just like you said, you're not cheering it on.
You know what I equated to, Frank? You like the New York Giants, right? Yeah. You're a Giants fan. You know who I rock with, right? Huh. I don't like nothing about the Giants. Can't stand the Giants.
Right.
But you my brother. I love you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I don't have to like what you like.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
If you like to, you know, put, you know, stuff in your mouth that from the same gender, that's on you. We can still be cool. I just don't practice it. Don't ask me to pay my tax dollars for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like that some of this LGBTQ, anti-LGBTQ stuff is geared toward us, and they're trying to make it that it's another Black issue, that we're somehow homophobic and misogynistic and everything else. We got to be careful about how we let these people paint this narrative about us, Frank.
Survive or die.
What's that?
Survive or die.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Trying to make us out to be Black male heterosexual men, out to be villains, man. And they're trying to do it to white men too. I'm not going to say it's just about us. It's about white men too. You know, you can't be, as a white man, you better not say anything that's not supportive of, you know, I don't know, everything the liberals want. You know, I'm not, but get this, I'm not caping for white people, because I don't have to cape for a white man. But I'm telling you, they're warring against heterosexual white males too. And we're catching the brunt of it. You feel me?
Right.
You really can't be a heterosexual white male anymore. You can't. Mm-hmm. Much less us. And we're the easiest to attack on that level. You feel me?
I don't know, man.
It's rough, bro. We have to control our own narrative, bro.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's all on the TV.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, this is the thing that I seen the other day. I'm watching Waka Flocka and Tandy. Mm-hmm. I know you know Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka. Yeah, I know Waka Flocka from Texas.
And their daughter, his stepdaughter, was having I forgot what you call it, bro. It's like the Mexicans do this little yes. And she was supposedly walking down the aisle with a guy. And then, make a long story short, it wasn't a guy, it was a girl. Well, she's only 15 years old. And it wasn't like, oh, I'm walking down there with my friend. This is my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. I'm in love with her. Mm-hmm. You know, I just think that's too much. Let these kids live their life and quit trying to be grown. You got 40 years to be grown. Live your life as a kid, worry free. Man, if I could go back being a kid, I'm telling you, bruh, you don't even know. Oh my God. And I know I've heard this said before, but I'm here to tell you, if I could go back to be a kid, it'd be a whole lot of things I'd do.
Knowing what you know now?
That's right.
Shit. Nigga. Man, there's so many different things, man. I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Enjoy your life as a child.
Stop trying to be serious in serious relationships in high school.
Yes. That's it, bro. And now a gay serious relationship in high school. Make me sick.
Bruh, there's no break. There's no moral break. I'm not one of those people who I don't believe that you can turn somebody gay. I do believe that a lot of people are born gay. But let me tell you, Frank. I see you wiggling your fingers, but let me explain to you. Let me explain what I'm saying.
All right.
Now I'm gonna go scriptural with you. Just bear with me.
Okay.
The Bible talks about God said, I made these pots, I can do with them what I want. There are certain people that God made to do with what he wants. And I'm not going to get, the way, I'm not going to talk about it, graphically.
Okay.
But God created certain people that he's not going to deal with. I'll say it like that. He created them as an example. Do you understand?
All right.
I'm going to create this person this kind of way so that when I deal with them, this is the example. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I do believe that you were born that way. I'm a firm believer. I was born this way. Who sang that song? Lady Gaga. I was born this way. I believe that. But God has a purpose for you. And it may not be what you think it is. So, hey, live and let live, right?
That's it.
Hey, do you, as we say, do you.
Do you, brother?
Do you. So anyway, now you know what time it is. I hope you thought about it this week, because you know we got to do Nitty's words of wisdom.
I've been making music like a nigga work for Drake.
All you want to do is play music.
So fly beyond G4. So high that
Because I'm about to express my.
Can a young nigga sling drugs anymore? Without the C's, have me straight out my velours. No t-shirt, just what you was on. Louboutins, brown skin, mommy screaming you the dawn. Door swing dipping on the coupe. I come a long way from just sitting on the stoop. Versace frames, I can see it all, paint a picture. Michelangelo, paint tripping on the script.
Who's that?
And this is just a Sunday whip.
Joey Crack.
Oh,
Fat Joe.
Bad Joe. Okay.
My homeboy, Diamond D.
Okay. Okay. Let's get to the words of wisdom, Mr. DJ.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah,
Well,
you got to give us a gem or two.
like I said earlier, live your life as a child, free spirited, enjoy your life. You know, you want to play sports, be serious about those sports. You want to dance, be serious about dancing. You're only going to be a child one time. Enjoy that childhood. Enjoy your parents. Enjoy your grandparents. That's what I tell my grandkids all the time. Enjoy me. There's nothing they can't get from me. You know, I remember my grandparents. They were one of the most special things in my life, especially my grandma. You know, she was the most special person in my life. And I miss her. And, you know, like I said, she created the man that I am today. I could see things in me that she used to do, and I see in her. She formed me, which my mother and father helped form me also into this great man that I am today.
Word.
Yes. You know, these children, going back to what we talked about earlier with Kirk Franklin, it's respect. I don't understand how, as a child, you sit there and disrespect your father. Like I said, I don't know the whole story, but to me, there is no story that can end that way. You talking to your father like that, where you recording your father cussing, because you knew when you did that, that was going to be something. That was wrong. So you got him to the point, he was so mad, he had to cuss you out. That was your fault. That was your fault. It wasn't Kirk Franklin's fault. It was your fault. You got him to that level where he had to cuss you out. And then you're going to press record. That's sneaky. I'm just telling you. I know we cut that earlier, cut that short, but that's something I would never do to our mother or father. I don't care how mad my mother makes me. I'm not gonna never ever cuss her out, say something disrespectful to her. The Bible says, "Honor thy mother and father."
All praises, all praises.
Yeah. So my words of wisdom is, you need to honor your parents, honor your mother and father, kid, while you got it.
That's real business. That's
My mother
great.
knows she can call me, bro. I'm there.
You know what I'm saying?
I might not go there every day, but if she calls me, I'm gonna drop what I'm doing and get over there and see what's going on.
And the real business is, bruh, unless your parents were crackheads and abusive people, if you live in here today and you still contact them regularly, you should be respecting your parents, bruh. You understand? I don't give a damn. That's what's wrong. We've started taking on traits of other nations. Black people have started taking on traits of other ethnic groups.
Yeah.
Where we would disrespect our people like that. And that's goofy. We didn't grow up like that. We didn't grow up doing stuff like that. That's somebody else taught him. Somebody else taught him that shit.
Yeah. Go tell it like it is.
You know?
Go ahead and tell it like it is.
Sometimes there's certain people you shouldn't even be around.
That's right.
If you taking on their traits to disrespect your family and your people.
I ain't never seen no black people doing nothing like that.
Nah, bro, no. We never did that. That was nothing we ever did.
No.
So anyway, thank you for that words of wisdom, bro. I appreciate that. In the same vein, I'm gonna tell you the same. This is in the same vein. Over the past week or so, I've dealt with some not me personally, but somebody that's close to me had to deal with disrespect of children to their parents, disrespect. Here's what it all boils down to, guys. We are raising selfish kids. Selfish kids. If your kids are over 20 years old and you're dealing with a kid who will snap at you, call you out your name, do anything like that, you need to separate yourselves from those people. You need to separate yourselves from them grown ass people. Because here's the thing. The problem that we're having today with any and all of this, what is it, cancel culture and anything else, we're raising entitled kids, crippling them. If you're raising an entitled kid, you're crippling them. This whole idea that I got to wake up every day and tell my kid how great they are, and they're really not that, they're not really not that great.
No.
You're crippling your child. There's such thing as realism and self-esteem. Okay. Realistically, if my kid can't draw, stop telling that kid he can draw. If your kid is out of pocket, you better tell him he's out of pocket, and you better keep your promises about your punishments. Stop telling these kids they're the greatest thing, the center of the freaking universe, because these kids these days, they believe it. They believe it at your expense. You got to be, the Bible tells you sometimes you got to be able to cut these people off. You got to be able to cut these people off. Do not accept disrespect, especially from your kids. Especially from your kids. And if any of you out there are disrespecting your parents because you feel like you're entitled and that you're the center of the freaking universe, you know what? The Most High is going to deal with you. The Most High is going to deal with you. Because you're not, whether you believe it in the Bible or not, you believe it in the Bible doesn't make it not true. Believe it or not, you're going to be dealt with. If you believe in karma, what goes around comes around. We have many sayings.
Full circle.
Full circle. Word?
Word.
Be ready to cut them out of your life because they don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. But understand this, the caveat only being, and I'm going to end it on this. Maybe you're not qualified to be a leader. Some of us have to ascertain as to whether or not we're qualified to lead. Don't think you're going to change the behaviors of your kid when they turn 17. if you've been coddling them since they're 17. That means you haven't been qualified to lead, and they recognize that. If you're not qualified to lead, then shut the hell up. Some people are not qualified to lead, Frank. So again, stop coddling your kids, cut them off if you have to, and ascertain as to whether or not you're qualified to lead. Because just because you're the parent doesn't make you qualified. So, and I finished my Hennessy just in time. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So with that being said, tell us about your business, Frank.
Yo, call. If you need black car service, give us a call, 720-427-3226. The world famous private first class transportation service, Denver/Aurora, Colorado. Please visit us at www.psctransportation.com or email us at info@psctransportation.com.
That's the reason why your ass didn't get no stimmy. Because you have a successful business.
Yeah,
that's why your ass didn't get no stimulus check.
So punish style.
Hey, whatever. You in a whole different income bracket, my brother. So
survive or die.
So
cake. I've been making cake like a nigga work for Drake.
Pick up my book.
I've been making cake like a nigga work for Drake.
Righteous Souls on Amazon. If that's, you didn't have to turn the music off. I was going to talk over that.
No,
hey, Reaper with Righteous Souls, or the Sour Pill, How to Survive in the Dominant Society on Amazon. Pick them up, help a brother out. I checked my little KDP the other day, and ain't none of y'all picked up my book. Go pick up my book, baby boy. I got stuff. I've been writing. I can spell a little bit. I can put sentences together that make sense.
So where's it at?
It's on Amazon. I just said it.
Amazon. Okay.
And you can get it on Kindle too. You can read it on your phone, which some of you illiterate. See, I'm trying not to cuss. You illiterate, dusty Negroes out there can't read. Boy, if y'all don't get out here and pick up something.
Thank God.
This is where we need to stop it. Here we go.
No t-shirt, just what you was on, Louboutins.
Yo, Jay, it was a great weekend as usual. We did some very fantastic topics. And I'm telling you, I just want to say thank you for always having me, bro. It's always Batman and Robin. And hey man, until next weekend.
Hey, next weekend, we're gonna have somebody else on with us, another close friend of mine. I think
all right.
All right.
I heard that, ladies and gentlemen. We got a special guest.
Special guest. I ain't gonna tell it, but we'll get him on. And it's
I'm gonna keep the music coming.
Hey, you know how we do. All right then.
All right.
All right, let's get out of here, bro.